gorgeous day this is. What a gorgeous day. And what a blessing from God this place is. And down at the driveway. So yesterday, Dina was coming into the driveway, and a mama deer and her two babies were crossing, and they just stopped in the middle of the driveway and looked at her. And they were like, we're crossing here. What are you doing? And Dina said they just both looked at each other like, who's going to go first? And anyway, well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you're watching. And thank you again for joining the Goodwine Zone. Hat of the day is no hat, because that's right, I showered and washed and combed my hair. It's not even Saturday, and it's not a special occasion. So I am under strict instructions to ask you something at the beginning of this video. Please take a moment and subscribe to our channel if you would. I'm sorry for the commercial, but we have learned that if we will increase our subscribers, and if you will click the like button, this provides information to YouTube to show that this channel provides something useful to YouTube, and in turn they help us grow and develop this channel, and that will allow us to provide more videos, more content for you guys. So if you don't mind, we're working on embedding an applet. Very impressive, wasn't it not? Those terms, I don't know if that's correct or not, but we're working on embedding an applet, which means putting a button on the actual video itself for you to click. You hover over it and then you can click. However, right now, if the word and the button subscribed, if you hover it does not allow you to click, please take just a moment and go to our actual channel. If you go and you says, go to the channel, the home page of the channel, Goodwinezone, if you'll click subscribe, and if you'll click the little bell that says you want to be notified of new videos, then we'll send you a new video, and we're going to try to post one every week. And if you'll just do the little thumbs up, a like I said, that'll help us out tremendously, and we sure appreciate it. So now, without any further advertisements, the last video we posted showed us picking up Tessie, Dina's Tesla, and inspecting it in Kennesaw, Georgia. You got to sort of meet Sinkay, our sales advisor. And then the last half of that video, it was too long to put in one, but the last half was us driving Tessie home for the first time. First time learning how to charge her at a supercharger, and how to deal with all of the buttons on the screen, and how to drive her. And also the first time experiencing the acceleration of the electric car. So anyway, stay tuned for that, and I hope you enjoy it. Thanks again. Driving over to the Hertz place to return the car, and Miss Smoking Hot is behind us. She wanted to drive right now, but she has never driven a Tesla. So I persuaded her to let me drive it at least for a little bit to through this Atlanta traffic, and it was funny. I said, well, why don't you drive the rental car to the return place? And she said, why don't I drive the Tesla to the return place? It's really beautiful. I have to admit, the black color looks great. It's really a deep, it's a deep black, like it has, layers and layers of wax. I was really impressed. Only one little place that has a scratch, so that'll be fixed. Rubbed it out. We'll get that rubbed out, or I don't know what we can do. It's really not even that much to worry about. So we'll see. All right, so we'll put this recording back on when Smoking Hot joins me. All right, here we are. Smoking Hot's back with us. So we're back in the Tesla. We've dropped off the rental car. What do you think, Dana?
It is pretty smooth. I think it's a good ride so far.
So even my phone, I didn't think my phone would charge on that charging pad, but I think it is.
Pay attention
to the road?
Yes.
Well, is that charge? I think mine is charging on there. That's pretty cool. I didn't think it would be.
It is charging. All that from 8 up.
Oh, okay.
8 and up.
Great.
Has that ability.
All right, we're going 50 miles an hour right now. You ready for this?
Oh,
whoa! Good night! Man, at 50 you punch it and it's like you dropped us off a cliff. That's amazing. I can't wait to feel it like from 0. Good grief. Never felt that kind of takeoff power. That's amazing. So, Dina is pretty upset that I'm not letting her drive right now. I've explained to her how difficult it is to drive a Tesla, how she needs to just let me drive it first to show her everything. And it's just going to be like the time when we went to Nashville on 2 motorcycles. And I was on a big Softail. She was on a little, what was that one called? Sportster. And she said, let me have that Softail. And I said, it's an awfully big motorcycle. And I gave it to her. The Sportster had no windshield. And it was freezing outside. She said, let me try that Softail. I said, it's awfully big. I don't know if you can handle it. Well, I guess you know who rode the next 3 hours on a Sportster with no windshield. And who went.
It was windy. It was
yes,
in
it was. I was like,
ah.
So she earned my respect on that trip as a motorcycle rider. And I'm sure it's going to be the same on this. You can be like, there's nothing to drive in this car. So once we get out of a little bit of Atlanta traffic, I will turn it over to you. But the reason I'm hesitant to do so is I know I'll probably never get to drive it again, at least today. Car looks beautiful. Car rides beautiful. They did give it to us fully charged at about an 89% charge. So we're happy about that. And it's just awesome. So we'll turn the camera back on when Smoking Hot's behind the wheel. Now we're on the interstate and we're able to try out the autopilot. And let me just tell you. Oh, did you see that?
It slowed it.
Oh, let me just tell you. If I wasn't sold on Tesla before, I am sold on it now. So, as you may or may not know, I mean, if you're new to Tesla, 1 click down sets the pedal, so it sets your speed. 2 clicks down on the gear shift sets your auto steer. So in ours, it's a 2021, and you have to go into settings and set auto steer, and it says auto steer beta, which I don't understand why it says that. It's equipped with auto steer. I'm not sure why it says beta, but anyway, well, that's a little weird. That's a little weird when you're on a curve. You don't trust it at first, but it's doing it. So we're going 72 miles an hour. And every now and then you have to touch the steering wheel, and not just touch it, but actually put a little pressure sideways. There you go, and it knows that you're still there. You're afraid to put pressure sideways because you're afraid you're going to turn the car, but you don't, because the car has control of the steering wheel. Your pressure is simply against its pressure, and it's controlling it. It lets you know, no, I've got it. I don't know, I've got a speed set on 72. I don't know what I have it set on as far as distance from the vehicle in front of us. I'm starting to get just a little nervous that we're too close to this truck. Oh, and it's automatically slowed it down. Okay, 1001, 1002. I think we're set 2 car lengths, or maybe 3 car lengths behind that truck, about 2 seconds. So it automatically slowed us down. Oh, you know what? So that's what it's doing. I'm sorry for this crazy video, but I'm learning as I go here. So it's keeping us about 3 car lengths behind the truck in front of us, regardless of the speed. It's not changing lanes because we don't have full self-driving. If we had full self-driving, it would be changing lanes to go around the truck. So let's try this. So I'm going to put my signal on. When I change lanes, it takes, well, the gas is still controlled. Oh, maybe not. I think you change lanes, it takes it out of autopilot. I gotta goose it and get around this truck here. I don't like being next to trucks. But, alright, so now I think it just took me totally out of it because it's no longer listed in the top, the symbol, and the lines are no longer blue. So maybe, boy, it'd be great if we could have another camera on the screen showing you what's going on. So now that we're back around the truck, we're in the lane, we're going 72. I'm going to click twice, whoop, and it just took it over. Now here's the interesting thing. On the way down there in our rental car, we showed you it was kept beeping at me because I was crossing the lane and too close to the lane. I put it in auto steer while I was actually pretty close to the center lane. It took over and immediately put me in the center of our lane. So now I'm not steering. What's on? I can now clap to my music, but obviously you have to keep your hands on the wheel. There we go. It will remind you, apply slight pressure. Let's see how many seconds it does that. That's about 3.
It wants you to keep your hands on the wheel.
It does want you to keep your hands on the wheel. And I've seen videos where you just have your hands in the lap and it's touching the wheel, and that's fine, but actually just touching it is not enough. I think it's going to still ask me to apply some slight pressure to the wheel. 72. All right, let's see how close we get to this car before she starts to slow down. Apply slight pressure. I did that. I probably would want to go into the setting and give me a little more space between us and the guy in front of us. I'm a fan. It is slowing down. I'm a fan of distance. Distance is your best friend in a gunfight and when you're driving. I've taught my kids that. So what do you think about that, Dana?
I like it.
It's awfully cool. Here we are, our first time Tesla charging at a supercharger. So didn't know what to do, but it couldn't be easier. Kind of interesting. There was a video about someone having trouble with this on the TV recently, but I thought you had to do something to pay for it here, but I guess not. They just simply charge your app. They know when your phone, they know when your car is getting charged, and so they automatically charge you. So all I had to do was plug it in. It flashed blue for a little bit, and now it's flashing green. And show you on there's a white Model 3 next to us. I waved at them, but they've got dark tinted windows and they're in there, and I tried to wave at them like, hey, we're in the Tesla family now, but they didn't care. So let's see here. Let's X out of here. Man, up to 50%. That's good. Oh, and look, we've $2.96 so far. $3 for this charging session. So all we needed to do was charge for 10 minutes to get home. So we don't need to go fully charged, yeah. Hey, we don't need to fully charge to get home. So, well, first charging session went without a hitch. Do you have any tips, Dina, for charging? I will tell you, there's some supercharging tips. Find the fastest charger, navigate to it, arrive with 20% or less. Well, we were here with 35, but our navigation said if we went home and tried to do this without stopping here to charge, we'd be at -3% battery at home.
It says 5 minutes to continue trip. So
5 minutes. Oh, on your app? Let's take a look at that. So on the app, wait, turn it around here straight. Focusing failed. 5 minutes to continue trip. Wow. So we'll charge for 5. Okay, we've been here for 5 minutes. 5 more minutes, and we'll go home, and that'll get us home with 20%. And then we can charge it on our new wall charger, which we had installed this morning. So, hey, who's happy with their new, wait a minute, let me get up here. Who's happy with their new Tesla? Does that mean you are?
Yes.
All right. Well, here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Smoking Hot is behind the wheel. She finally took the wheel from me, but anyway, let me tell you what, we have had a blast driving the Tesla. Dina, have you had a blast driving the Tesla?
It's fun to drive.
It's been a blast. While she's been driving, I've been exploring the screen. We did stop and get some food, and unfortunately, we got some things that, caused some issues. Caused a little gassiness.
You need to at least show them what you're doing.
All right, let's show what I'm doing here. So, there is an emissions test mode. And let's move this over here. Wait a minute, let's see. Oh yeah, there we go. Now it's coming from Dina's side of the car. That's the Falcon Heavy. Here's a Ludicrous. Oh goodness gracious alive. So I mean, there's all kinds. There's a light show, there's a boom box where you can talk to people outside of the car. What else is there? This is the toy box. Of course, since it's a new purchase, even though it's a used car, you get 30 days of their premium connectivity, which includes all kinds of streaming features, radio. Let's see here. What else can I show you? Here we go. We've got theater. Theater is not allowed while you're driving, but they've got Disney, Hulu, YouTube, Netflix. They've got a browser, which I was told was not all that great, but it's actually been fine. I've done a little searching on the internet. Let's see, what else? Calendar, arcade. Oops, I don't know what happened. Oh, that's the browser. Oh, I did something. I made that tray go away. There we go. Arcade, toy box. I haven't clicked on title. Karaoke. There's a karaoke game I guess you can play. Anyway, we've had a wonderful time. We stopped and charged, and we charged much more than we needed, but it's okay. For $7, we filled it back up practically to where we were when we left Atlanta for $7. I filled up in 10 minutes. It charged up to $7, and that wasn't even at the fastest supercharger. That was like 150 kilowatts per hour, I think. And I paid like $57 for a tank of gas to drive to Atlanta, and I paid $7 for electricity to drive home. And we've had a great time. We're really looking forward to it. So really, the question is, how soon will the red one be coming, and what can we do to afford it? That's the question. So we're having a great time, and Dina's yet to do the happy dance and jump up and down. But
I can give you a thumbs up.
How many thumbs up?
2 thumbs.
2 thumbs up. She can do that because she can put it in auto steer and let go of the wheel. It's been a fun day in the Goodwinezone. I've had fun with my honey, and we look forward to many more fun days in the Tesla. All right, well, thanks for joining us on the Goodwinezone. Don't forget to subscribe, and you can click on that bell. We'll notify you. We're going to try to post up a lot more videos. Keep you informed, keep you entertained, keep you educated. What else?
Good night from the Goodwines.
There you go.